Hi guys, this is Paresh Masade, founder and CEO of WOW. We have been working with educational institutions with their alumni relations, and most of the institutions ask us a common question on how do you go ahead and build your alumni program. And working with more than about 1,000 institutions, we kind of figured out a way or a framework that helps you design an alumni program. So the four major parts or four major pillars of an alumni program, what we call is first is build. Build is where you build your alumni database. Second is engage. Engage is where all your engagement activities on how do you engage with alumni come in. The third important pillar is basically help your alumni, where you go ahead and help your alumni for all their needs. And last part is basically ask your alumni. So before you even ask anything for alumni for in terms of funds or anything, start helping them out. So this frameworks on build, engage, help and ask is something I would probably go into depth one by one. So the first important pillar of your alumni framework is that building an alumni program. And building an alumni program, you will require to have an updated alumni database. So you would want to know where the alumni are working right now, which locations they are in. And to have that, you probably want to launch an alumni portal with a self-signing tool where the alumni can come sign up themselves and create their profile and update the profile. And possibly support it with mobile apps both on Android and iOS, so that whenever they can update the profile on the go whenever they change the locations. Second important part in the alumni, building the alumni database is branding your alumni. A lot of alumni have done really well in life, and the success stories are something of interest for both alumni as well as the current students. So figuring out who are the alumni who have done really well, they could be entrepreneurs, they could have done really well in corporate life. Find out them and probably start featuring them, collect their experiences, their advice to the students or their journey, and start creating videos and content around that and start featuring them on your alumni program, alumni portal. And third important part you may already have is all the reunions or get-togethers with alumni. And reunions is something like you probably have an yearly reunion, but why not have it at a chapter level, and possibly also a reunion at a group level like batch or batch level reunions. One of the interesting hack that we suggest always is having a reunion where you felicitate the batches that graduated say 10 years or 25 years from the college, and that would probably ensure the attendance from that batch at least to the reunions. And reunions play a very important role in entire alumni program, and that's what probably you will probably have. If you do not have, you probably want to start investing in. As a second important pillar, you would want to understand how to go ahead and engage your alumni. Engagement is key to any alumni program. And so to engage alumni, the first starting point could be organizing alumni guest lectures. So inviting guest lectures for every department at least once in a fortnight would make a lot of sense. And if alumni can come and speak to the students, the students get an exposure to what's happening in the industry, and definitely alumni also feel connected with the college because they are being invited for their advice that they have gained. And if not guest lectures, you can actually organize a lot of webinars as well. Webinars with alumni, say specific topics like data science or anything. Your alumni would have been already done that. They are working in industry, and they can actually do a webinar sitting in that home or office locations, and that's something a very interesting aspect that you can start off with. Another important aspect is also your mentoring program. A lot of alumni are interested to give back in terms of mentoring the advice to the students, and they can help you in two major aspects. One is higher education support, the students who want to further study either in India or abroad. Second important is career development and career support. Like say someone wants to aspire to become a data scientist, or someone wants to make a career in VR or AR, there could be alumni who is working in that field and who want to mentor. Not only that, even someone who wants to start up or start a company of their own, there could be entrepreneurs who can actually help them with. There are many other ways that you can start engaging with, say involving alumni in curriculum design. They can come and actually design the curriculum, and sometimes maybe even your admission process. Why not? If you are a deemed university or a university who can actually interview students during admissions, you can actually ask alumni to be a part of the evaluation panel. And that there are just a couple of ways. There are a lot more ways you can start engaging with, but starting with guest lectures, starting with mentoring program will start helping getting alumni for the particular major part they can contribute to is student development, and that's what you probably want to start with. The third important pillar of an alumni program is helping the alumni. So most of the alumni programs are designed to actually ask alumni for help. And what we say is, before you even ask anything for help from alumni, you should start helping the alumni. When you say helping the alumni, what can you help with? The first thing that you can easily help with is introductions. So an alumni looking for something, you can introduce him to the relevant alumni. Say someone wants to go to US for the studies, you can connect to an alumni who is already there. Or someone is looking forward for a job switch, and you can maybe connect him to an alumni who is in the field or in the company. And this kind of introductions actually will be a lot of value add, and your alumni officer who is already connected to a lot of alumni can easily make these introductions. So in making introductions to alumni should be probably a daily part, or a part of your day-to-day activities of an alumni office. Second important part in helping alumni is helping them with career support. So a lot of times in midlife, alumni are wanting to seek out what to do next, and sometimes they are looking forward for upskilling or reskilling from for more of the technologies. And as an institution, as a university, you can probably design one-day workshops, one-day skills programs, which can actually help alumni to get the skills in that particular industry or topic. And this actually helps a lot of alumni to come back and feel, hey, institution is actually contributing to me, not only during my college years but post college as well. Career support and career helping them with career opportunities is another important where you can actually help. So most of the institutions already have their placement office, and they are connected to corporates already. So whenever an alumni is looking for a job, why not connect him with a recruiter who you are already connected with, and make an introduction there. So in that way, you can actually help an alumni with specific career support in terms of finding better opportunities, and that's something with all the alumni would appreciate with. So these are simple ways where you can actually start helping the alumni, and which if you start doing that, most of the alumni would be more than interested to get in touch with the college. So the last and most important part why you usually design an alumni program is asking alumni. While we say do not ask too early, at the same time we also say that do not shy away from asking. Most of the alumni actually want to give back to the institution, and they really are looking forward to give back. They are just looking for right channels. And major part of asking is definitely funds. You would want to ask alumni for funds for various activities, something like infrastructure, labs, or maybe student projects where the students are doing some projects and they require some funding. You can actually ask alumni for that. And definitely scholarships. There are always there are students who require some funds or scholarships, and asking alumni for scholarships is something that they would be interested in. So for each of any of these activities, the two important aspects is definitely designing a structured funding program, and also something creating like an accountability into the platform, because alumni would definitely, whoever is donating wants to look out for accountability in the platform. The other important things that you can ask, which are not monetary, are something like asking for introductions to their HRs, asking for projects, asking for internships from their companies, so that they can actually get the HRs to give recruitments and placements to the college. There are many other things you can start asking for advice into the organization, into the institution, say advice for how do you really run the institution, what are the aspects in the institution that you can really change, getting them on advisory committees that you would want to involve alumni in. So, but definitely start asking for funds and create a structured project, create a structured complete project plan, and create a campaign kind of mode where you design it on the platform and start asking for alumni for small contributions to each of them, and they would really love to do that. So these are the 4 important pillars of an alumni program. One is build, engage, help, and ask. And if you need any further help, please let us know. We have been working with educational institutions, helping them with alumni relations. We have worked more than 1,000 institutions across India, and would really love to help you build a thriving alumni community. Do let us know. Thank you.